Russell Brand was reportedly questioned by police 9 years ago over claims he sexually assaulted a masseuse and made her feel like a prostitute. It's been reported Brand's accuser informed police she was allegedly touched in a sexual way at a £5 million mansion during the 2014 attack, which she claims left her traumatized. Brand, 48, was reportedly interviewed by police officers in June 2014 following the woman making a formal complaint. This marks the first known instance of Brand being interviewed by law enforcement in connection to allegations of sexual misconduct. Last week, Channel 4's Explosive Dispatches documentary, a joint investigation with The Times and Sunday Times, aired a number of allegations against the star. Prior to the broadcast on Saturday, September 19, Brand took to YouTube claiming there were serious allegations made against him, which he absolutely refutes and strongly denies. The Sun on Sunday now report that a female masseuse, who the publication are not naming for legal reasons, filed a formal complaint to the police in 2014 after accusing Brand of sexually assaulting her after she was hired to give him a £500 birthday massage. The comedian's accuser alleges she told Thames Valley Police about her alleged 40-minute experience with the comic. The alleged incident took place in 2014 and came to light when the alleged victim made an official complaint to the authorities. It allegedly transpired at a £5 million mansion, where the woman reported being subjected to a sexual way of contact during a birthday massage she had been hired to perform for Brand. The woman claimed that the experience left her traumatized, The Sun reports. Following her complaint, Brand was interviewed by police officers in June 2014. He was accused of sexually assaulting the masseuse during the massage session. This episode allegedly occurred just 2 years after separate allegations of rape were reported against Brand in Los Angeles, as recently detailed by the Sunday Times and Channel 4's Dispatches. The alleged victim promptly contacted Thames Valley Police to report her alleged 40-minute ordeal. Law enforcement conducted a thorough investigation, obtaining a comprehensive account of the allegations. Subsequently, Brand was questioned by the police, where he denied any wrongdoing. In a significant turn of events, the case against Russell Brand was eventually dropped, and the masseuse was informed that the investigation had been closed. Nevertheless, this revelation resurfaces as Brand faces accusations of rape, sexual assault, and emotional abuse by 4 women spanning from 2006 to 2013. Over the past week, additional women have come forward with allegations of assault or inappropriate behavior, all of which Brand vehemently denies, asserting that all his relationships were consensual. The alleged victim's account to the police reveals that she was hired to provide a massage at an Oxfordshire mansion on June 7, 2014. Upon arrival, she was guided to an en-suite bathroom where a massage table had been prepared. The sequence of events following this point remains disputed by both parties involved. According to the woman, she experienced unwanted sexual advances from Brand and was compelled to leave the premises after protesting. She described her feelings during the ordeal as scared, shocked, and traumatized, claiming that it lasted for approximately 40 minutes. Despite not having conducted the massage, she was still paid the agreed-upon fee of £500. During his police interview, Brand explained that he had felt uneasy when the masseuse arrived and subsequently decided to cancel the massage. According to his account, he had her escorted out of the property. He characterized the interaction as friendly but awkward. Police officers reviewed CCTV footage from the mansion, which Brand argued supported his version of events, indicating that the alleged victim was not forcibly removed from the premises. The Mirror has approached representatives for Brand for comment. Speaking to his social media followers via a video also shared on YouTube on Friday, September 15 ahead of dispatches airing the following day, Brand said, "I've received two extremely disturbing letters, or a letter, and an email, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff like, my community festival should be stopped, that I shouldn't be able to attack mainstream media narratives on this channel, but amidst this litany of astonishing, rather broke attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very promiscuous. Now during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely, always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent, and I'm being transparent about it now as well, and to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal, that I absolutely deny, makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Brand returned to social media on Friday, posting a video message on his social media channels. Within the video update, Brand told his followers, "Hello there you awakening wonders, obviously, it's been an extraordinary and distressing week and I thank you very much for your support and for questioning the information you've been presented with. By now, you're probably aware that the British government have asked big tech platforms to censor our online content. Some online platforms have complied with that request. What you may not know is that this happens in the context of the Online Safety Bill. This is UK legislation that grants sweeping surveillance and censorship powers and is a law that has already been passed. I also don't imagine that you've heard of the Trusted News Initiative, and now, as often is the case when a word like trusted is used as part of an acronym to describe an unelected body, trust is the last thing you should be offering. The Trusted News Initiative is a collaboration between big tech and legacy media organizations to target, patrol, choke and shut down independent media organizations like this one. We'll be talking about that on our show on Monday on Rumble, but just to give you an idea on what the TNI is, this is a quote from one of their spokespeople. Before the screen showed a message which read, because actually the real rivalry now is not between, for example, the BBC and CNN globally, it's actually between all trusted news providers and digital platforms. Brand added, "It's clear that these organizations collaborate in constructing narratives, whether that's around the war or the pandemic, and of course, there are other examples. It's very clear to me that we have to be very cautious indeed. That's why I'm asking you to follow me on Rumble." Rumble have made a clear commitment to free speech. Rumble is the primary platform that we will be streaming from. We'll be back this Monday, and as usual, we'll be talking about deep state and corporate conclusion and how ordinary democracy is shut down, ignored and avoided. We'll be talking a military-industrial complex. These are able to facilitate and start wars that seem little more to be money laundering operations, and that's with all respect to the hundreds of thousands of victims of numerous ongoing wars in the world at the moment. We'll be talking about the role of Big Pharma and how Big Pharma have been able to influence government policy around the world, and how they've been able to evade due liability and necessary scrutiny, how they've been able to avoid media investigation or perhaps, bedo them. And of course, we'll be talking about media corruption and censorship, so please, follow me on Rumble because that's the only way that we can keep our voice. I need your support now more than ever, more than I ever imagined I would. So follow me, support our channel if you can, if it's within your means, but more important than any of that, is that you please, if you can, stay free. If you've been the victim of sexual assault, you can access help and resources via www.rapecrisis.org.uk or calling the national telephone helpline on 0808 802 9999. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.
Just need